Hello, welcome back. We've got a very different video today. It's an Honest Patty video. You guys probably know that Honest Patty is my very honest persona. So it's a side of me that tells you the truth, that tells you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. And I've been using this hashtag Honest Patty for a very long time now, for about 4 years now on Instagram, sometimes here as well. So we're going to do an honest patty on relationships. Okay, so I'm going to give you my honest opinion about some relationship topics. So the first question is, Patty, how do I know I found the one? The one is that person that I want to be with for the rest of my life. How do I know I found the one? Well, the one, in my point of view, is the person who is going to help you live the life you want for yourself, who is going to be what was missing for your life to be what you wanted. So people usually get very confused about the whole the one concept, I think. People are like, oh, the one is that person that is perfect for me. Like everything about that person is perfect for me. No, that's not the one in my opinion. The one is not the person who's perfect, like that does or has or is everything that you imagined they would. No, rather, meaning instead, rather, the one should be the person who is going to be what you need to be better, what you need for your life to be better. I'm going to give you an example. There's something about my husband that really annoys me. He is an immediatist. Everything he does is done really well, like close to perfection, and is done straight away. So he does not leave anything for tomorrow. Nothing. He's not a procrastinator at all. I am a procrastinator. So much so that I'm recording this video on December 25th, Christmas Day. I'm supposed to be enjoying my Christmas, but I am working on Christmas Day because I failed to organize my time and do this sooner because I was doing other things. So procrastinator. He is not like that at all. So it's very stressful for me sometimes to share my life with someone like that because he's constantly like, this has to be done now. You need to do this and get it out of the way. You need to get it done. You need to stop leaving everything till the last minute. And it stresses me because I am not like that naturally, but it literally saves my life. You know, when I listen to him and I actually get things done on time, I am so much more relaxed. When I don't listen to him like today, I end up having to do things when it's a special day and I wish I could be doing something else, or I should be doing something else, or I'm tired and it's late at night and I have to do stuff. Do you see what I mean? So the one is that person who is going to push you to do things and to be things that are not comfortable to you, but they are good for your life. So I'm not saying it's a person who is going to, supposedly, you don't like drinking, you're not a drinker, and the person is making you drink, is making you be different. No, because drinking is actually not good for you. But it's a person that pushes you to be better, to do things that will help you in your life. For me, that's the one. And this is just one example about my husband, but I could list so many things about the way he is and things that we have accomplished together simply because he actually makes me be better. He actually pushes me to do things I never thought I would do in my life. You know, 100 Days is a great example. He was the one who said, you can actually do this. You can. If there's one person who can make a course this good, this person is you. And it's like, really? He goes, really? You have to do it because you can do this. Do you see what I mean? So for me, that's the one. Next question, Patty, how do I know he or she are not interested? Believe me, you know, you just don't want to see it. You know when someone's not interested in you but you want them to be interested in you, so you lie to yourself and you pretend they are. Like, you cover up everything they do. It's like you're covering up for them. It's a very good expression. You're covering up for them. So they don't text you back. You send them a message and they don't text you back. They don't call you back. You call them and they're out 3 a.m. and they never told you they were going to go out at 3 a.m. They forget important things about your life because all they think about is their life and themselves, etc., etc., etc. And you always find a reason for them to be doing these things. So you're covering up for them instead of going, hold on, I'm an adult, let me face the facts here. This person is not interested in me because the way they're acting is showing me that they're not. And guess what? When people are not interested in you, it's actually very clear. It's very easy to see. What they're doing is showing you straight away that they don't care. They're not interested. But we find ways, we go out of our way to find ways to explain why they're acting in a particular way. You know, I have heard people say to me, seriously, you know, he never texts me back straight away, but I think it's because he wants to show me that he cares, you know. I'm like, it's actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite. If they're playing games with you, they're not interested in you. They're interested in their own ego. That's what they're interested in. And you're in doubt, not sure if the person is interested, simply watch the film. He's just not that into you. It's a film that is so honest. Everything that's saying is actually true. So he's just not that into you. It's going to show you when a person is or is not into you. But, you know, the film can show you everything. I can sit here for 3 hours and tell you all the signs I believe are going to show you when someone doesn't care about you, someone is not interested in you. But unless you're ready to see it and to admit it to yourself, you're still going to be finding ways to cover up for everything they do that shows you they're not interested. So step 1, be ready to face the facts. Face the facts. It's going to make you grow up. It's going to make you be able to find the one. And one more question. Patty, when is it time to give up? When is it time to give up on a relationship? To go, I'm done, I'm out, I don't want this anymore. When is it the right time? It's a very hard question to answer. I think it's very different when it's a relationship and when it's a marriage. For me, they're very different things. So having a boyfriend or a girlfriend is very different to having a husband or a wife. They're different things. Let's not treat them in the same way because they're not the same things. If it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend, when is it time to give up on the relationship? When you have given that person a chance to do things differently and to be different with you, and they're still not even trying. I'm not saying they're not delivering what you want, because it is hard sometimes to do things in a way that pleases that person, that makes that other person happy. And people need time, I think, to adapt and to change. I don't think people change, to be honest, but to get better, to be better humans. Maybe that's a change, yeah. But I feel that if you've given that person a chance, you know, they know exactly why you're upset, why this is making you feel disheartened, you know, sad and not really excited about the relationship anymore. They know this, you've given them a chance, and you can see they are trying to do things differently for you because they know this is going to be better for the relationship. I think it's worth trying. But if the person knows that they're just screwing up and they keep on doing the same thing and they're clearly not even trying, then please just give up, because it's not going to get better when you get married. You think it's going to get better when you move in with them, when you share a life with them? It's not. It's not going to get better. It's actually going to get a lot worse. So face the facts when you're dating. That's good advice. If you're married, when do I know it's time? If it's time to get divorced or to separate, if you live together, to separate. For me, it's all about trying. I think it's when that person, when you feel that person is not doing anything for that marriage, for that relationship, if you live together, to remain healthy and happy. You can see that you have had so many conversations and you are trying, and there's nothing they're doing to make that situation better, then it might be time to start thinking about something else, you know? And I always say you have to be trying first. You have to change first. You have to be the one who is doing things differently, and you have got to be willing to listen. You have got to be ready to listen to what your partner is telling you that's making them unhappy. Because if they're acting in a way that is not good for you, that makes you sad, you can be sure that there's something you're doing that's making them feel the same way. Remember the beginning of your relationship, when you were so in love and you wanted to do things together and you were happy spending time together? Why has that changed? How has it changed? When was the turning point? The moment things got different. You have to listen to what that person has to say. And you have to listen in a way that you're going to try to agree instead of wanting to disagree no matter what. So it's a different type of listening. It's like you're open and they're saying something to you that you might not agree with. You don't think you're doing that. You don't think it's true about you, but you're still trying to understand this situation from their perspective. So if you're trying, if there's love there and there's commitment and you guys are trying to make this work, because marriage is possibly the most difficult thing a human being can do. A successful marriage takes a lot of work. It's not easy, you have to work for it. Then it's worth staying. If there's no love there, number one, don't love each other anymore, and no one's trying, no one really cares, it might be time to say goodbye before things get worse. But I am a very big believer in marriage, and I think we should try. We should try and make it work. We should try our best to make it work. That's how I see life, anyway. All right, honest Patty on relationships was a success, I think. What kind of honest Patty would you like to see? Leave your comment. Honest Patty on children. Honest Patty on living abroad. Honest Patty on parenting. Honest Patty on healthy eating. Whatever. What would you like to hear me talk about? Let me know. See you later. Bye.